This is our first full day in Kathmandu, the capital and largest city of Nepal, set in the Kathmandu Valley, a place that has been a crossroads for centuries. We start the day at our hotel, and this is where we meet Paul, a traveler from the United States. We get talking, realize we're curious about the same things, and decide to explore the city together. One of those simple travel moments where a random conversation turns into a full day shared on foot. Kathmandu is a city you understand best by walking. The streets are busy, but the movement is surprisingly organized. Pedestrians, motorbikes, and small shops all sharing tight lanes, with people constantly negotiating space without much drama. As we wander, the first thing that stands out is how religion is built into the street itself. You don't need to enter a big temple to feel it. Small shrines appear everywhere, set into walls on street corners beside shop entrances. People pause for a few seconds, touch a statue, leave flowers, or circle a tiny shrine, and then continue on like it's the most normal thing in the world. This everyday sacred landscape is closely connected to the Newar people, the historic inhabitants of the Kathmandu Valley. The Newars have long formed a major part of valley life with their own language, Nepal Bhasa, and a culture shaped by both Buddhist and Hindu traditions. And you can see Newar history in the city's texture: brick buildings, carved wooden windows, small courtyards, and clusters of shrines that feel older than the street around them. Newar craftsmanship, especially wood carving and brick and timber architecture, is one of the signatures of the valley. Wikipedia Kathmandu's golden age of urban art and architecture is often linked to the Malla period, when the valley's city-states flourished and built many of the palaces, temples, and public squares that define the historic core today. Even if we're not heading straight to the big monuments in this video, we're walking through a city that still carries that layout. Temple squares, market streets, and neighborhoods structured around courtyards and local shrines. As we walk with Paul, we drift in and out of small commercial streets. Shops selling daily necessities, snacks, fabrics, electronics, religious items, and household goods. Storefronts spill out onto the sidewalk. A shopkeeper chats with a neighbor. Someone repairs something right on the street. These small scenes are important because they show what Kathmandu is beyond the must-see list. Kathmandu has also long been a meeting point between regions, historically linked to trade routes that connected the Tibetan Plateau and the plains of India through the Himalayas. The valley's position made it a natural hub for exchange. Goods, people, and ideas moving through mountain corridors. That history helps explain why the city feels so layered. Different religious traditions, different artistic styles, and different communities all occupying the same urban space. One of the most distinctive things about Kathmandu is how Hindu and Buddhist life overlaps in the same neighborhoods. In many places, the boundary isn't sharp. The same street can hold a Buddhist image and a Hindu shrine within a few steps. Even if you don't know the names of every deity or symbol, you can feel that the city's spiritual life is not separated into neat categories. And this is only the first day, just walking, taking it in, getting oriented. In the next videos, we'll go deeper into the famous sites that make the Kathmandu Valley so historically dense. Places like the Durbar squares and major temples and stupas, recognized as part of the Kathmandu Valley World Heritage Property.
Sharanam
But for this episode, we're intentionally staying with the general Kathmandu experience. Streets, small shrines, shop fronts, people moving through daily routines, and the feeling of an old city still functioning as a living city. Walking together with Paul, we're not trying to cover Kathmandu in one day. We're doing something more practical, learning the rhythm of the place, getting a sense of distance, seeing how neighborhoods change block by block, noticing how the city holds history in plain sight without turning it into a museum. This is Kathmandu at ground level, not a checklist of monuments, but a city that's alive, layered, crowded, deeply religious in everyday ways, and shaped by the Newar Valley culture that has anchored it for centuries.
Sharanam gacchami, Sangham sharanam gacchami.